UHAS.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. Let's just start with first, like the big national story I've heard so much about. You guys have a deposition coming up with Ghislaine Maxwell. What are you looking to get out of that specifically?
Well, first of all, I think every American has two questions about the Epstein saga. First of all, who was on the Epstein list, if there was one? If there's no official list, who all frequently visited Epstein Island? Secondly, was the government involved? Did the government know? Was the government spying on people? Those are the questions I think every American has. Now, what's happened in the last few days, Maxwell's attorneys have sent us a letter and said they request that we delay the deposition until after the Supreme Court rules on her appeal. That could be before August 11th. That's when I'm supposed to go to Florida to depose her. We don't know when the Supreme Court's going to rule on that. It could be any day now. But she said if we do it before the Supreme Court rules on her appeal, then she's going to plead the fifth. So I don't see any need in going down there and her pleading the fifth. We want to hear from her. I think the American people have a lot of questions. Congress has tasked me with the job to get the answer, so we're going to do that. We're working with her attorneys in a sincere manner to try to get down there as quick as possible.
What do you believe about Thomas Massie's efforts to get a vote to specifically force the DOJ to act here?
Yeah, well, I think most people in Congress want to know what the government has on the Epstein files, and I think not only are members of Congress in both parties curious, their constituents are curious. My son plays baseball. I go to baseball fields all over the place. These aren't political people that go to baseball games. And the first question they ask me is, hey, what's the deal with the Epstein list? Who's on the Epstein list and things like that? So every member of Congress is hearing from back home, can you all get the truth about Epstein? So I think that he's no different than other members of Congress. Now, my committee's voted for us to do basically what Thomas has asked, and that's to subpoena the documents and to depose Maxwell, and that's what we're going to do. The problem right now is she's got her appeal before the Supreme Court. Hopefully the Supreme Court will rule and we'll be able to roll in there very soon.
Do you believe the president has mishandled this?
No, the president says he's going to turn everything over. I take the president at his word. It's a complicated thing to just turn over documents that have lists of names of people that may have been sexually assaulted, especially if they were minors. I understand that, but I think the president's gotten the message that members of Congress in both parties are hearing from our constituents, and we want to know the truth about the Epstein ordeal.
Do you fear that those constituents might be disappointed in the delay? I mean, they've been disappointed with the lack of information.
Well, I think there's more. Yeah, I think there's more effort now to get information. I think they see there's a sincere effort in Congress to try to get it. We're going to get it. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later.
James, why are you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Throughout the weekend, we've heard a few Republicans, Jonathan Shelton in particular, say that you should run for governor in 27. Are you thinking about running? Do you like that support? Or
No, I appreciate it. The governor's race is 2 years away. I don't think it's any secret. I'm very interested in that. I've always believed in term limits for members of Congress. I've been in Congress now close to 9 years, so we've got a governor's race that rolls around every 4 years. Obviously, it's 2 years away. I'm getting a lot of encouragement from people all over Kentucky, so it's something that we're looking very seriously at, but it's going to be another year before that decision. We've got another year before the Senate race, so 2 years before the governor's race, but I am humbled that we're getting so much support from people all over the state. I've had just about every state legislator that's here today, even the ones from as far east as Bell County, have said, we want you to run, we're all in for you. County judges and county clerks are calling every day saying, we want you to come to our county, we want you to be governor. Remember, in 2027, as Republican as this state is, and that's symbolic of Kentucky, what you saw in there, we've had a Democrat governor 47 out of the last 55 years. I mean, it's the Democrats have dominated the Kentucky governor's race as much as any race in America. Even states like New York and New Jersey have had more. The Republicans have had more success. So we've got to look at who we nominate, and I think that one reason people want me is I'm not from Louisville or Lexington. I have a rural base, and if you look at the turnout models in the governor's race, it's in an odd election year. So the turnout's totally different. In Kentucky, people traditionally vote for president or they vote for the sheriff and the local offices. The governor's race is in an odd election year. And what happens is Louisville and Lexington, in that triangle area, they have a big turnout, and the rural areas don't turn out because they don't have a connection to that candidate. And I believe that, I'm pretty well known in rural America. I'm on, rural America's conservative, rural Kentucky's conservative. They watch conservative media outlets. I'm on Fox News and Newsmax a lot. So hopefully we'll continue to travel the state and get input from people. But that's a decision that's about a year away.
Why did you vote for the?
Why do you think your opponent will be
Do what?
Jackie Coleman and not
It's going to
Rocky
hurt so
Adams?
many Kentuckians.
Well, I think that if you look at the Democrat primary now and where the average Democrat voter is, I like Rocky. I like Jackie. I don't have any problems with either one of them, other than I disagree with them on policy. But at the end of the day, Rocky voted when he represented a rural area. He voted, pro-life. He voted against gun control. He had a very conservative voting record. Well, I don't think you can get very far in Louisville and Lexington in a Democrat primary with a voting record like that. And I think he knows that. And I think most people that like Rocky know that. So unless something happens, Jackie Coleman's the overwhelming favorite to be the Democrat nominee for governor.
When do you think you would announce a run?
Well, I'm running for Congress again, so that election's in November of next year. I feel like I've proven I'm at the highest levels in Congress. I've moved up quickly. I've proven you don't need term limit. I've proven you don't need seniority to move up in Congress. I became the top Republican on that committee after 3.5 years in Congress. So I think that I'm very effective. We're working with the city of Paducah, the county of McCracken, and this whole region on a big announcement Tuesday. Hopefully you all will cover. And I'm very effective in Congress, and I'm going to keep doing my job in Congress. But again, there's a craving in this state for a conservative Republican governor, and that's why I think people are reaching out to me. Thank you all.
Thank you so much,
very
Congressman. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Here, we're gonna take